And we're live. There we go. We are live. We've made it. Let me just check that we've gone live everywhere we're supposed to have gone live. Doing something a little bit different this week. So we will see if that all goes well. Who knows? Anything could happen. But yeah, that all seems to be so far so good. Yep, that is good. That is good. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm going to just pad it out a little bit. Oh, there we go. TQ is in the house already. TQ, hope you are well. Yeah, it's good. It's warmed up a little bit here in the UK. We had snow last week. Thank goodness it's not that bad now. And so we're just going to hold on for a few minutes until Jim jumps on. If not, I'll fly solo. He's probably on location somewhere. So TQ, yeah, hopefully you're well. Hopefully the pets, the animals are doing well. Elmo had to go for a checkup this week, but all is good. He's 13 now, so he's getting on a bit. So this is Hypno News, where we talk to you about everything that's going on in the world of hypnosis, and also the world of personal development, coaching, and entrepreneurship, and all of that stuff. So before we get into anything, let's just talk about. This is a great little book, The Silver Mind Control Method. We talked about this before on this show, and it's a really great book. If you're into personal development, that is a book to definitely have. Let me just check I'm live in one of the groups. Just making sure I'm live everywhere. We should be live. Because I have a terrible habit. Yeah, we're live there as well. That's all good. Paulette, hello, hello, hello. How are you? Oh, you've got a bit of snow over there. Oh, very nice indeed. It's weird. Like a bit of snow is like my car struggled in the snow we had this week, but it was a tiny sprinkling. But if like Canada, lots of snow. If you get lots of snow, then I think you're a bit more prepared for it. Paulette, have you got any snow? So yeah, it's interesting. So let me know whereabouts you're watching from as well and what the weather's like. A friend of mine has just got back from Hong Kong, and it's quite frustrating because all they were doing was complaining about the heat and how dry and humid it is out there. And I was a bit like, I have no sympathy. It has been snowing and freezing cold here. However, I can't really say anything because February, flying out to Las Vegas with Jim. We'll be hosting the Performing Hypnosis Summit, which I'm so excited about. And we've got some big announcements when Jim comes on the show. We're going to announce our keynote speaker, as well as maybe go through some of the other speakers that are on there. And do you know what? I was looking at the lineup, and I will say, such a great lineup for the in-person event. We've got a couple of people that are coming in via the internet, but we've got some great in-person speakers. If you are serious about presenting hypnosis, performing hypnosis, then this is really the place to be. It's one of the few conferences that is dedicated to just the performance side of things as well, so you can really get your heads together with those guys. So that's that. So yeah, the Silver Mind Control Method. This is a great book. It gets a bit woo-woo for me, but it's still good. Hey, Rome, how are you? Yeah, it has been a long time. It's nice to try and get back on again. Trying to get back on that horse. How are you doing? I'm loving the laser cutting stuff, Rome. I'm a bit jealous about that. I was going to get a 3D printer, but I don't know if I've got the brain capacity for one at the moment. So I'm trying a few different things. But yeah, hopefully you're good. Hopefully you were good, Rome. Oh, awesome. So guys, do me a massive favor as well. Go check out Rome Knows Tech. He is live right now as well. Do check out his stuff. He's got some amazing kit, and he's an absolutely massive knowledge base. Oh, all the gang is here as well. Richard, how are you? So yeah, it's like everyone's here apart from our co-host. Jim is around somewhere, I believe. It might be tied to a chair. So whilst we're waiting for him, we'll talk about a little product here as well. And I'm normally on the downstairs in the studio, as you know, where I've got the Shure microphone and everything. But I kind of got this back out again today. It's the Rode NT Mini. Yeah, all is good, Richard. Yeah, it's the Rode NT Mini. It's a great little USB microphone, and I quite like that for just kind of having it on the desktop here whilst I'm just chatting away for Zooms and stuff like that. Great audio. I mean, it's not the Shure microphone, obviously, and it is on the desktop, so it is a little bit further away than having that boom arm that kind of really brings it in for me. But if you are looking for something that's just going to help level up your sound a little bit for Zoom meetings, or if you're seeing clients on Zoom, which I know a lot of coaches and hypnotherapists do, then it's a great way of kind of having that kind of intermediary. It's USB, and you can control the audio with the app as well that comes with that. It's a great mic. What makes this really special as a microphone, and again, great for coaches, is you can put 4 of these into a USB dongle, and you can run 4 USB microphones at the same time with no interference. That kind of gives you like a basic podcaster setup without the massive expense for one. And so, yes, you get 4 of these, USB dongle, you are good to go. And again, the price of these, $99, you can't really say no to that. It is a great price. So yeah, so what's been going on in the world of hypnosis? Well, I mean, guys, as well, do share your business page in the comment section. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Amazon, please do put a link to your Amazon storefront on there as well. What's been going on in the world of hypnosis? Quite a lot this week. It has been very, very eventful. Quite interestingly, the ISHA, the International Stage Hypnosis Association, released that statement on the human bridge, which I don't know if you saw it. Do check out the website. It's pop it up there. There is the human bridge. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it ruffled a few feathers. And there's some discussions about it, but it is about the kind of safety of volunteers. So. It's one of those. The organisation is doing great work. Nothing is perfect, far from it, and it's just about tidying things up. I know there's other people saying, "Why haven't they dealt with this issue and why haven't they dealt with that issue?" It is there's lots of issues that need to be dealt with. So this is just the first thing on that list. So that is cool. So anyway, that's the Rode NT USB Mini, and that's the news from ISHA. What's really interesting about the Stage Hypnosis Association is also they're looking. Like Terry Stokes does an amazing thing called The Key, which is like his personal development thing. That's now just been given away to the members of that association. Non-members can purchase it online, but there's a great educational resource in there as well. So that was interesting news from the world of hypnosis. Obviously, the Performing Hypnosis Summit is coming up in February. I don't know if it's the first conference of the year, but it's the first one aimed at stage hypnosis, and that's in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm going to be there. Jim's going to be there, and there's going to be some amazing names there as well. Let me just, whilst we're on the phone, let me just see if I can find Jim. I think maybe he's been tied to a chair somewhere. He might have fallen asleep. I don't know. It's normal time, your time. Today is Thursday, isn't it? I'm just checking. Wouldn't be the first time I got it wrong. So yeah. So let's get into it as well whilst we're going on there as well. Sean's here as well. Good evening, Sean. So yeah, it's great to have you guys over on Facebook, Paula and Sean. Yeah, it is a good evening. Sean, have you seen Jim? So no worries. I'm no doubt he will be on a mission somewhere. So yeah, that was the statement from ISHA. I don't know what I can bring up here without. Let's go through some of this. Performing Hypnosis Summit. This is the 2nd to the 4th of February. This is going to be great. There is, at last count, 37 speakers on this. 37 speakers. And the keynote, I wanted to wait for Jim to announce it, but the keynote we have is the legend that is Terry Stokes. He's going to be the keynote at this amazing conference. Terry, over 50 years in Vegas, he is a legend when it comes to stage hypnosis and the performance side of hypnosis. I'm sure you'll all agree. So don't forget, this is your chance to learn from him. He's doing a talk, and he's doing a couple of talks as well, actually, about like fine-tuning your show. The details will be on the website, theperforminghypnosissummit.com. Check that out for details and secure your tickets for that. I'm really excited. Terry is a fantastic guy and so generous when it comes to giving of information as well. So let me just pop back over to Amazon. Again, talk about a couple of little products that are really helpful for hypnotists and coaches. This is an essential bit of kit. If you've not got one of these, you'll use it as a phone charger. You can use it as an everything charger. You'll see here, this cable I've got here actually goes into the dummy battery of my mirrorless camera. So if I'm out and about, I can plug this in, and my mirrorless camera can run for about 8 hours off this. And that's not all it'll do. It'll probably do more than that, but I know I've had 8 hours of it from that. Great for charging up your phone. Great for if you're on the go, because if you are live streaming, I know a lot of you stage guys like to go live on your phones, which is great to do that. But make sure you've got something to charge it up as well, because nothing will eat through your phone battery like that, like going live. So definitely do check that out. Another thing for whilst you're out and about live streaming, and this is a great tip. Make sure, again, for hypnotists, coaches, anybody like that, make sure when you are going live, you get yourself an external microphone. Cindy, how are you? Looking forward to catching up. Sean, not recently, no. Paulette's just messaged him. Bless him. Bless him. Some of that is really great bit of kit. And I'm starting to see a lot more hypnotherapists and coaches going live. But this is the Rode Wireless Go. Now, the reason why this works really well is because if you get the adapter and put it into your phone, this just clips onto your collar. You'll see lots of TikTokers have these as well. It clips on there, and you've got yourself a wireless microphone for your phone. Now, I know what you're thinking. You've already got a microphone on your phone, but when you're live streaming, you'll be kind of like this. And the further away you get from that microphone, the more noise pollution goes into that microphone. So you really want to make sure you got something. These Rode are absolutely awesome for that. The sound quality is amazing. But here's the thing. Here's where it gets really interesting. What I like to do, and if you see some of my other stuff that I do quite a lot of live streaming now, as you know. But Sunday morning, you'll generally find me hosting and comparing shows. And I have one of these, and I think these are absolutely brilliant. Now, basically, it's a posh stick. Now, that Rode Wireless Go slides on the top here, and then you put that on there, and then you've got this that you can interview people with. Now, this is great for kind of if you are doing street hypnosis, if you're doing coaching stuff, if you're asking people opinions. But I've got a mic flag for mine. So this makes it look like I'm a proper reporter. This has got me in so many places for just having this in my pocket, because they think I'm some kind of journalist. And literally, I can do a live with this and my phone. The quality is amazing. The sound's amazing, but people know that you're doing something, and you can interview them, pass them this, and do all this lot. It really does make a big difference. And that's the Rode Interview Go. A great bit of kit. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Don't forget putting the hash in the comment section, hashtag where's Jim. Bless him. I think I did this to Jim once I was in Vietnam, and the time just got me. So we mentioned there about Terry Stokes is the headline at the. It is cool. I think it's cool. It just adds a level of authority and prestige. We all kind of see people going live on the phones. if you can make it look like you're a bit more of a production, it adds a bit more production value to the show as well. So I really do like that. Lamont Wayne is in the chat as well. Lamont, how are you? Hopefully you are well. Do you know what? Everyone's out and about tonight. That is really good. Yeah, I should do this. Well, I say I should do this more often. I do try. Hello again to you too. Yeah. Don't forget, I will be doing a show for Be Live next week, I believe, which is talking about like co-hosts, which is quite interesting considering my co-host is not here tonight. I'm going to give him loads of grief for this as well, because we're announcing the speakers for the PHS, but like I say, he's on a mission. So I'm going to briefly go through some of those speakers, and this is not an exhaustive list. There is still other people, but we've got Alan Sands, Anthony Flynn, Arta Michaela, Deanna Nunes, Colin Chapman, Catherine Hitland, Cheryl Ellman, Derek Watkins, Dennis Ridgway, Merge McKay, Grant Saunders, heard of him, Jeff Bennick, Jason O'Callaghan, Jim Kellner, Jobeth Bowers, John Sabone, Jonathan Chase, Kevin Lapine. We're going to get to go see his show as well. Lisa Kunchik, Michael Brody, Richard Cole, Steve G. Jones, Scott McFall, Sandra Grace, Terry Stokes, Tommy V, Terry Bloom, Wayne Lee, and there is more. Dan Goyette. There's more to come on there. It's going to be an absolute treasure trove of knowledge. And so, yeah, do check that out. Check out the performancehypnosissummit.com when you get a chance. Obviously, after this live, don't go now. So yeah, it's a great conference, and it's the world's only performance hypnosis conference dedicated to performance hypnotists, and it's in Vegas, the home of performance. So yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there talking about live streaming as well, just to make stuff a bit more interesting. And Jim will be there talking about whatever it is that Jim does. So yeah, those will be updated on the website shortly. I'm just waiting to hear back from a couple more people for some headshots and stuff, which is always interesting to organise those things. If there's anything you see in the carousel that you are interested in, do let me know. Kept the carousel small tonight because we have all the different news and stuff that's going on. Here's something that I thought was really great this week, and we talk about collaboration all the time. And if you are a coach or an entrepreneur, a live streamer, an Amazon influencer, collaboration is always one of the most important things. Rome Knows Tech was in here earlier, kind of sharing the love whilst he was live. He's a great guy. Lamont's a great guy. Rich is a great guy. Lots of great people. Steve, another hypnotist, basically. Colin Chapman, a great stage hypnotist, has a certain phrase that he uses in his show. Hypnosis is amazing. Steve used this line as a trigger in his show. So when he said hypnosis is amazing, one of his volunteers jumped up and shouted, Colin Chapman sucks, which was great because everyone at that audience probably had no idea what that was. But it was a great nod to Colin, and then he posted that online and then tagged Colin in it. That was just a fun bit of banter between two great stage hypnotists, but I just thought it was really well done and, yeah, in great taste as well, really funny. And that's the good thing about hypnosis and collaboration is, you know, we're not in this by ourselves. We can all work together and help raise each other up even more so. So that was really great. So Colin, Steve, well done on giving me an absolutely good belly laugh this afternoon. So yeah, I don't want to go about the woo-woo stuff, but I'll mention it again. This is the Silver Mind Control Method. It is a really great book, and again, if you're into that kind of law of attraction and focusing your mind, you know that is going to be good. Like I say, it gets a bit woo-woo towards the end. But if you can get through that, that's great. The microphone you're listening to me on right now is this one. Now, I'll point out a couple of things with this as well. You'll see on the back there, it's USB-C, and then you've got this little hole here, 3.5mm. That's so you can plug your headphones in and have it as a monitor. On the front, you've got the light to show that it's on, basically. and then the gain at the bottom if you want to turn the headphones up. There is a screw thread mount if you want to put it on a boom arm, or it comes with this magnetic base here, which is really good because it's got a rubber ring around the bottom, which is not easy to say, I'll have you know. A rubber ring around the bottom, which stops any vibrations from going through your desk. I've been told he's on his way. I have been told he is on his way. But never mind. So it's got that rubber ring around the base, which stops the vibration from going through into your microphone. And then you can get your audio there as well. Never mind. So there. I'll keep waffling until we go on. So that's the Rode NT USB Mini. I didn't know if I mentioned this before, but this power adapter, it's got a couple of USBs on there. I'll plug this out and in just so you can see there. It tells you on the top how much, 100% well charged, because I was taking it out. It's got a torch on here as well. Never used a torch, but it is a great bit of kit. USB-A and USB-C, and it's just the perfect size. It can easily fit in your stuff, and it is, it's a great bit of kit. I wouldn't go anywhere without it because I just want to make sure that my battery, excuse me, is constantly charged up in both my phone and anything else really. Like I said, I use that on my big camera as well, and it does a great job on that. So do check that out. There is a great thank you. Thank you, TQ. There is a deal, 28%, 28% off today, which takes it to just over $28. Well worth it. I've had this one for 3 years and it still holds its charge really, really, really well. The wireless Go microphones, no, I didn't mention this. You don't get two cables. I've got two cables. This is the cable it comes with. That's TRS to TRRS. I don't know what just happened then. Something went weird on my computer. But get the extra cable. This means you can then put it into your phone. You get this adapter. You can plug that into your phone then. But you can't plug it in with just this. You do need this TRS to TRRS. It took me ages to figure that out, to be fair. But once I did do, it makes all the difference. You can also, with the wireless Go, you can then get yourself one of these. That's the lav mic that goes with them. So that means if you're doing something, if I'm doing videos that are a bit more formal, I can just clip that on. And that just does a great job of being quite hidden and making me look like a news reporter. But like I said, a lot of the times when I'm out and about and I'm live, I want to be seen. And I like to use the Rode Wireless with the mic flag, because when you do so, it kind of sets a bit of presence. However, be careful. I was in my local town centre, in an area that was frequented by not the best people. That's the very wrong way of saying it. But some people that were, let's just say, they were up to no good. And they saw me with the microphone talking to my friend who had the camera, and they thought I was from the news, and they thought I was doing a story on them. And I believe they were trading in goods that they shouldn't have been trading in. And so that got a bit hair-raising for a minute or two. I couldn't figure out what was going on. People were just shouting and waving at me. I'm like, oh. So that is a great bit of kit. Don't forget you can join us every, depending on where you are, every Thursday or every Friday morning, right here live on Facebook. Thank you. And we can, definitely get on with the show. I've been told Jim's coming, but I've almost run out of stuff to say. So, the Performing Hypnosis Summit, let me just pop that up there. Again, that should bring up a link in the comment section. Get your tickets now. It is going to be a fantastic event. If you went to the online version last year, everybody was talking about it. This year, it's going to be the same again, and we're going to have some fun in Vegas. You imagine a whole conference full of performance hypnotists from all sorts of walks of life, talking about everything from improving your show to improving your business. It's going to be good fun. There's a fantastic room rate on the rooms as well, and there's a couple of before and after post and pre conferences, so do check it out. And if you were involved in last year's summit, I think there is a special link for you, so you can upgrade last year's tickets for the in-person tickets this year as well. So you can't do any more than that, really. So yeah, that's all been good fun. Yeah. So if you have been interested in any of the products we talked about today, then feel free to click in the Amazon carousel. And if you are on Amazon Live, do feel free to give me a follow there. It doesn't cost you anything. You can't. Jim says he can't get in. Let me just stay with us, Jim. Just going all over the place now. I'm going to get him in just so we can. There we go. It might be here. Drum roll, please, for Jim. There we go. I'll just keep talking for a second, see if we can get him on. Is he here? Is that Jim? Is he here? He made it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There he is.
I thought I didn't need to use the link anymore. I thought I could just go into the studio.
Oh, you can.
I was over there, but I don't know. Good to see you, everybody.
Were you in? Yes. Yeah, I'll talk you through it actually. You on the left-hand side, you can choose which studio you go into.
So
you'll have your studio and my studio.
Oh, I thought I chose yours, but maybe not.
No. Well, you missed a great show, Jim.
You know, it's always the best shows when I'm not here. That's what it is.
No, it's okay. And it's I've just pressed something on my screen. Everything's gone daft. Oh, there we go. No, there's been lots of good comments and lots of love. We were a bit worried about you for a minute. Let me just go back into there. Click back into that one. So, how is Jim? How was your stage training this week? Oh. We lost Jim again. That must be a sign. So that's it. Yeah, that is it for me this week. The joys of life. The joys of life. Guys, take care. God bless. I will see you same time next week, live right here on Facebook and YouTube and Amazon Live. Take care. Good night. God bless.